Hello. We're just waiting for the stream to stop. So I'm just signing out invites and all that. But I'll start commentary as soon as qualifying's up. Hello. Yeah, I am. I was first Australia, and then like third I think at China yesterday. And I was actually meant to be in Division 1 and everything, but I start my cricket season next week and I play Saturday, Sunday, so I can't do F2 anymore and I can't do F1, Div 1, so I'm Div 2. 4 minutes until until we start qualifying.
que se ha metido un...
One more minute, guys. Okay, we should be starting too soon, sorry. Sorry we're running late, guys. We're just signing reserves with seats. Right, everyone should be ready now. Alright, we're here for round 2 of Division 1 around Bahrain, starting with a short qualifying which consists of 50 minutes and then a 50% race around Bahrain. We will be doing 29 laps around Bahrain. Hello. 29 laps around Bahrain after a short qualifying session of 15 minutes. We have a McLaren and a Red Bull coming out first. We're looking to have 4 people currently going out on mediums. The suggested strategy for today is soft to medium or medium to soft, depending on which tyre you start on. We have Gop as the first driver out. It is using the tactics of high revs to burn fuel, allowing him to have less fuel and making the car faster. Oh, we've had a collision. We've got an Alpine of Lovercar who's lost his front wing already. So not even into the race we've got drama. That may hinder Lovercar now, as he may only be able to set 2 laps. So it's the Red Bull now who leads, and it's the Red Bull of Gaga who will start his lap, so we will follow him along his lap. Brakes as late as he dares, go down into gear 2 and short shift. No. Using as much of the track DRS open as early as possible. Up to gear out, use as much of the track as you can to make the corner angle wide and nice and big. Up to 7th, down to 5th, rotate the car, short shift to 6, using the curb, brake nice and late, up to 2nd, down to 2nd to 3rd. Turn 10 is the dreaded turns, here into turn 9, down to turn 10. Gets very nice rotation. Oh, has a little bit of a slide from the raise. That may lose him a 10-4-2. Down into 4th gear here for turn 11. That's turn 12. Mainly flat out for turn 13. Goes wide. Oh, it spins. So after setting a purple sector from being the first one out, spins on turn 13, which takes many victims during each race. So bots on an outlap. I believe it's a Haas now, or a Mercedes. It's a Haas coming across the line, a 127.9. Tame goes slower mediums with a 129.0. But when he pits, we have CYN Troll, who goes even slower than Tame on the mediums. The Ferrari imposter comes along and starts his lap, so we'll follow his lap. Goes down into gear 1 and short shifts up down to the lower gears for better rotation. To gear 2 for this one, short shift using as much as the track as possible. To gear 7, down to gear 4 and then a quick upshift to gear 5 to gain better acceleration. Brake is lit as you dare. Again down to gear 1, going to the lower gears is more dangerous as Luke sets the fastest lap of a 126.8 and Bot puts himself into P2 on mediums with a 127.8. Anyway, so down to 4th gear normally, as Impossible goes to 3rd to get better rotation again, and then through the dreaded turn 13 and managed to keep his car stable. Sets a purple sector 2, keeps his vehicle on the line, brakes as late as you dare, try and get the best acceleration out of the final couple of corner, and across the line, puts himself P2 on the mediums, 2 times faster than Bot on the mediums. As Tyrone starts his flying lap, I believe, so we will watch his. Keeps it just in the track, uses which curve, DRS nice and open. Brake as late as you dare, normally around about the 70-meter mark, into gear 3, short shift to gear 4 to gain more traction, to gear 7, down to 5, try not to go in the curb as it loses time, full throttle if you can, down to gear 2, and it should be a short shift for traction again, yep. Turn 10 is very difficult to judge for the braking point because you have to turn and brake. Doesn't get any wheel spin, so it gets a very nice exit now. Able to cycle up through the gears all the way to gear 8. Down to gear 4, up to gear 5, to gear 6, gear 7 round here, takes it flat out. Is he gonna go wide? No, keeps the car just inside. Round and down the back straight he goes. Going round, now we're gonna open his DRS for the final time in this quali lap. It's looking like a 129.9, which puts him 10th. As we now watch PRT, who's on his mediums after being hit, he's finally getting to set his lap. He does have traffic of a McLaren in front of him. The McLaren I've got, which was the one, which was these two were involved, takes a nice and steady line round, doesn't invalidate. Purple sector 2 on the mediums, looking very fast, keeps it just within the lines there. Brake as late as you dare. Third gear, upshift to fourth, through opening DRS again for the last time, and puts himself P2 on the mediums with a 2/10 gap to Luke on the softs. A very nice lap from PRT, who, if you didn't know, is now signed a partnership with Rookie Racing League to be their full-time content creator. Sorry. So Heritage starts his first flying lap of will open DRS as early as he can. Does have traffic of a Red Bull in front of him, but I believe they're on a flying lap as well, so it goes very wide, doesn't invalidate. Gear 5 takes a curb on there, has to lift off. Upshift to gear 3 and then to gear 4. Turn 10 very difficult again. Takes a very nice line, doesn't get any wheel spin or anything, as here he comes with the traffic of the Red Bull, who pulls aside very nicely. Down to gear 4, rides the curb a bit, but managed to keep the car stable. Turn 13 takes many victims, and he's not one of them this time. Goes wide and doesn't invalidate again. Round the final corner now, heading towards the final activation of the DRS. Opens his DRS, his rear wing wide open, comes across the line with a 128.9, puts him P9. As Tim's 4 attempts up from sector 1 of his time into sector 2 now, as we take the final 4ish turns of his lap. Flat out if you can. Purple there in sector 2. Brake around 70 meters, and then DRS wide open. 127.5 puts in P5. I believe XR is now on a flying lap on softs. He's got quite a bit of traffic in front of him. One being the Mercedes of Remington. Takes it flat out, down to gear 3 and up to gear 4, trying to get the best acceleration you can. Brake as late as you dare. Try not to take too much curb. And across the line for a 129.2, which puts him P12, just out of the top 10. P13 as someone goes faster. I believe that was Tezza There's a boy who stuck himself in P11. Diego left the last one who's in, left to set a lap. Moves on to turn 11. Through the flat out turn 12 and flat out turn 13. Has a little bit of an overstay but keeps it now. Is turn 14 and flat down to turn 15, and then with the brake, flat out brakes as late as he dares down through turn 15, through the flat out turn 16, and decides to pit. We have 4 minutes left now of qualifying session. Bahrain's now trying to set his lap on mediums. Heads now down to the final 2 corners, turn 15 and turn 16. I believe he's on a, looking now, he may be on an in lap or something, because it's looking very slow. Oh, it's PRT Lovercast. It's a 1:25.9, a very fast lap here, 9 times faster than P2. His taxi area now comes out of turn 10. Through turn 11 now. Takes it in gear 5, so he has better traction. Flat out through turn 13. Brake nice and late. Get as much acceleration without, get on early as you can. Because late as you dare again. Through the final turn of turn 16, DRS wide open. It's going to be a 1:27.2, improving by nearly 7 tenths, puts himself 4th. Still 2 people left to set a lap. I believe Tunnel is now on a lap. Heads through turn 9, which is flat out brakes, nice and early and late as you dare. You have to try and balance the both for turn 10. Heads now with DRS down towards turn 11. Through turn 11, through turn 12 now with turn 13. He's down 9 tenths, so it looks like he may have bought the lap. Yep, I do believe he's now aborted the lap. Taxi area is now coming round. I think, is he going to start another lap? Yes, he is. So after doing a cooldown lap, starts another flying lap. For his 3rd lap on these set of soft tyres. With 11 people out of the 19, sorry, out on track. It's a very busy track. As qualifying is now finished, so no one can now start another lap, so anyone who's out is on their final lap, so they have to make it count. And there's a Merc who's off. It's Remy who's gone off through the S section, through turns 5 and 6. We go back to Texiera, who's coming through turn 13 now. I do believe he is on a slow lap. A very aggressive break in there from Gaga. Comes down to turn 14. Around turn 16, where is he going to put? Where is he? Is he going to improve on his time? He does, moves himself to P4, as I believe it's just Remin who comes into the pits. So this is now your order for the race. We have Lovercar, who sets an astounding pole lap, and then Tono, who comes into P2. Bot, who P3 with a 126.3, separated by 1/10 to P2. Gaga takes P4. Imposter takes P5. Luke takes P6. Tezza takes P7. Texiera takes P8. TM takes P9, and Remington rounds off your top 10. Everyone behind, everyone P11 and further, is able to start on any tyre, but 10 to P1 have to start on the soft compound. So we have 9 people, I believe, who can start on any compound, and will be starting, I believe, in last after having a 5-place grid penalty. Diego didn't manage to set time. Nos didn't set time, had a DNF, and UG also didn't set time. If you guys are just joining us, you have just missed qualifying, and we have Lovercar who will start on pole position for the second time in a row after Australia for round 2 at Bahrain. Again, like I said before qualifying, the recommended strategies are soft medium or medium soft. The top 10 will be looking to do a soft medium, and the back 9 may be going for mediums, as we start with a formation that for the people to warm their tyres up. As you can see there, he manages to set his lap on mediums, so we'll be starting P3 on the mediums, which is a big bonus for him. It is possible for a one-stop with soft to medium, as Gott was disqualified, so we'll have very cold tyres, but he's on the soft tyre, the only one out of the top 10 to be on soft. Everyone else taking the medium tyre, with 9 people opting to go for mediums, and the other 10 going for the soft compound tyre, which will be faster for the first around 10 or so laps, maybe 8 laps at the minimum, before the medium tyre becomes a faster compound. As another car will lead us through the formation lap, round turn 13, which may take a few victims, like it took one right at the start of qualifying, may take a few during the race. As now people try and desperately warm the tyres up, with 3 people disqualified who will have the colder tyres. Another car leads them all down the pit straight to line up. As Diego slots his car in as last one. I believe we get the all green as cars start to rev the engine up. One red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red, 5 red lights and green, and we're going with Gaga getting a great start. Lovercar still leads into turn 1, but Bot comes down the inside, takes the lead. Lovercar comes back and takes it round the outside. So Lovercar losing position into turn 1, but during turn 2 still has the position, as there is Exile who has gone off track at turn 1. Lovercar still leading the way, as there's many changing in positions down the back, as Gop has now lost it. Yellow flag still back in sector 1, as he now back to rejoins to the racing pace. Tyree makes a move up Imposter and moves to P11. Probanas makes a move on Imposter, moves to P12. Tyrene goes to P10. Teza and Probanas now fighting very closely. He goes wide, does to the boys, so Probanas can now get, as Tyrene's fallen victim to turn, and so is UG, both fallen victim as Gop comes through to turn 13. PRT now with a gap of nearly 2 seconds after lap 1 is looking very comfortable out in the lead now. But still very close down to Gaga in the Williams. As people are still fine position, and I believe 3 people are into the pits. 4 people now into the pit, and Exile has 5 seconds for speeding into the pit, in the pit lane. Many of them putting hard on to try and go to the end. As they all come out very close to each other. Luke and Tunnel looking very close, along with Bot all close together, as well as Gaga. As the field now starts to spread out a bit, Lovercar has a gap now of 2.9 seconds and looking very comfortable out here now, and still gaining time. as people do now start to struggle from dirty air. Dirty air comes into place when within 7/10 of the car, and DRS is enabled. So when you are within 1 second, you gain around about 10 miles an hour extra speed. So let's see if anything can be made, as Gaga leads a small pack that goes all the way to around P5. A nice DRS train of 4 cars, leaving Gaga by himself, as there is a 3-second time penalty to Berger after getting 2 penalties and then leaving and then going out of the white lines a 3rd time. But he's catching up, not close enough for a move though. 10-second time penalty, exceeding track limits for Berger. I wonder. I do believe he's got warm tyres, as Remy has had a spin on turn 12, moving him down to P11 from, I believe, P8. P12 now, as has been overtaken by UG. Now, is Bot close enough for a move? No, he's not, but he will get DRS again. He is 3/10 away. Is he going to be close enough to try and send a move? Gagago's defenders closes him off well. So this is just great positioning by Gaga. Very clean, very fair defensive manoeuvres. As the field now properly starts to spread out again. And there is yellow flags, but I believe it is resolved now. More yellow flags into turn 1, as Gop's now close to maybe getting past. Doesn't have DRS though, so will stay behind Tezza. As we move on board now with Gop. That has been the slowest compound, but the tyre that will last the longest. As we move around where people are swapping and changing, we're on board with Luke, as he looks like he may be close enough. Bot's now looking like he's going to go for an attempted move. No, doesn't. Gaga goes deep though. Bot gets a better acceleration, and I think he may have made the move. Gaga sticks it there and takes the lead and takes P2 through. But 2 to 5 all separated by not much, by around 1.1 seconds from P5 to P2. As Bot has lost a little bit of time during that battle. Is anyone close enough for a move? I don't think so, as PIT is extending his lead to 6.4 seconds now. Looking very comfortable, like I've said before, on the softs. As we have an Alfa male into the pits, who will now be lapped by the leader and the train from P2 all the way to P7, I believe, and again by P8. Probenus Lovercar's teammate may have a chance of lapping him. No, he doesn't, so he comes out just in front. as Bot is closed up again, and now Tunnel joins the battle for P2, so we've got a three-way battle for P2, only at lap 6 as well. Battling does cause you to lose time to the car in front, so you do want to try and avoid battling for too long. And we've got yellow flags for an Aston Martin of Exile who spun as UG comes out of the pits in P15. As YT has had a spin in P19. Cop's got now at 3 seconds. In this DRS train, it is very difficult to make a move, but oh, and Gagger's dropped to P9. I wonder if his internet's cut out and he's left. Oh, I see he's got damage. I believe he's got damage, so he's coming into the pits for an early pit stop. But Bot's now in P2. Tunnel's looking like he may have a chance going out of turn 10 if he can stick with him, as his yellow flags, and I believe Exile is out, and a full cause safety car now to come out. So will people take the instinct to pit? I believe personally it should be a pit stop, as 3 people come into the pit now. Tyrene gets 5 second penalty. Troll gets a drive through for speeding under the safety car. Let's see what the driver standings leader and the race leader does come into the pits. Is he gonna go for the mediums though? I believe it will be the mediums. No, it's softs. So he's going for an aggressive 2-stop strategy here. PRT puts on mediums. Bots come in and put softs on. Texera puts mediums on. It's Luke's put softs on, I believe. Yep. Diego stayed out and got himself up to P3, I believe. So the only one, Remy comes in and puts mediums on. Troll comes in and sticks softs on as a slow release though. Guy now recovers to a P9, not how he wanted it to go during the kind of start of the race. I believe around 22 laps remain. Gop comes in and puts on mediums. He will lose a load of time, as maybe as he had to go on an extra lap as his teammate went into pits. Tyrene's put on hards, but crucially Lovercar still leads the pack in P1. But he will have to stop again. Bot will have to stop. Tono may not stop. Diego will have to stop, I believe. Yeah, Diego will have to stop. Bot will have to stop. I believe that's it, unless people have softs on. Gaga will have to stop, Troll will have to stop again, and Imposter will have to stop again. Everyone else can go to the end on the tire they can go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people to stop for a second or even third time, as the safety car bunches everyone up into a pack. I believe we'll have one more lap under the safety car and racing will resume at, I believe, lap 11. Everyone will have their battery replenished though, so everyone back to the full 100% battery. Oh, as Gops DNF'd. Will that mean another lap of the safety car, or will we get to racing? The safety car is in this lap, so we will start racing on lap 10, leaving 20 laps of racing if the safety car doesn't come out again. Again, I'd like to say 7 people will have to make another stop, or will have to make a pit stop before the end of the race, as they won't make it on their current tyre. As Lovercard tries to get the best exit as he can, as Bot and Tunnel are fighting behind him. Bot takes the inside to cover his P2. Tunnel goes around the outside, taking the inside line for turn 2 and moves up to P2 on the allegedly slower compound. Bot's looking like he's gonna come back low into turn 3. And Tunnel goes wide, doesn't lose his position though. Tame has a penalty. I believe Tunnel also got a penalty from that, but I could be wrong. But from this fighting, Lovercard now has a 1 second lead on P2 of Bot. So the field's starting to slowly spread out again. As the people with the penalties do not want a second safety car, as it may mean they will perhaps lose out on position. As Luke makes a move on Diego, Bot gets a 3-second time penalty. We look back to the field. Troll comes in for a pit. Let's see what tyres he puts on. Oh no, he's coming in for his drive-through, sorry. Which I believe takes him basically out of attempting to get points, as Lovercard does set a purple sector 1, so we will follow him on this lap to see if he sets a the fastest lap. as he gained 2 seconds. He's now got a 2-second gap to the car behind. But has his strategy, but will his strategy allow him to perhaps come back at the end on newer mediums than everyone else, or around the middle? He does set a purple sector 2. We do have yellow flags as an Alfa Romeo spins, and he does set the fastest lap at 1:28.7. So Gaga and Tame fighting. Teixeira looks to be able to join in. Doesn't manage to join in, but will have DRS. Gaga doesn't have DRS. Luke looks like he's gonna maybe make a move on the Alpine. Easy and comfortable down the inside. More penalties given out to people. It's Luke now on the faster tyre, then Teixeira in the Haas in front. Luke opens DRS. He's not going to be close enough, but is Teixeira going to be close enough on Tame? He might be. He moves down the inside, moves himself up to P5. And now as 1.7 seconds to Gaga in front. You see lower car extending his lead to a further 3.6 seconds now, with Bot and Tono looking to be round about the same pace, being able to stick with each other. Gaga by himself there in P4. Tame's going, looking back. Luke's looking. It's a 3-way battle now for P5. Is it going to turn into a 4-way battle as Probanus moves up to P7 on Luke? As Probanus move down the inside, moves up to P6. So in the space of 3 corners, goes from P8 to P6. As Teixeira looks to be coming back at him though. Not close enough for a dive down the inside. Opts to back out of that option. Luke goes wide, allowing Tezaboy to catch up a bit. So we've now got, I believe, a 5-car battle for P5 as the yellow flags. As Tyrine's gone off, I believe he's lost his wing, so we'll have to. Nope, he's kept his wing, but he may have damage still. As we move back to the battle for P5, Tim leads the pack of 5 people down the back straight. Are people going to be close enough for a move? The Alpine looks to have a look down the inside, but decides to opts out of that move. Tries to get a better exit out of turn 1 and 2. Is he now close enough for a move? He goes to the fakes inside, tries to put him off his line, goes back to the racing line. But now it is 2 tenths behind him, which will cause problems with understeer due to dirty air. Through turn 10 now before he gets to activate DRS. Tries to get the better exit and does. Now is he going to be close enough? With Tim using the what's left his battery, now we'll have his light flashing as Probanus in the Alpine tries to move around the outside, then inside And he spins. Is he out? He's out. As Tim does get a penalty, but it's and another safety car. Another car comes into the pits under the safety car. Adjusbot and PRT follow. Right, Tono follow. Gaga follows. Tim follows. Texera follows. Luke follows. Tesla Boy follows. So the top 8 all coming in. Top 9 coming in. Usually follows. Remin comes into the pits. Is his teammate gonna? His teammate is gonna come into the pits. So the Mercedes cars double stacking, which will be an issue. As Diego may lose quite a lot of time, as Remin has to change his wing as well. So this is costing Diego here. He has to change his wing as well. Imposter comes in to change his softs to the medium tyres. To hard tyres, sorry. There's a strange call. Diego gets out just in front of Imposter though. PT getting right alongside the safety car, maybe believing it's going too slow. As we have now only 15 runners left out of the 19 we started with. I do believe P16 is the second car behind the safety car. I believe it is possible for him to unlap himself if the cars in front do go off track, but I'm not sure if that will happen, because everyone now is pitted. Yuji's gone to soft though. Everyone else is opting for either the medium or the hard tyres. Seven people opting for the hard, one going for softs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also 7 people opting for the mediums. Everyone on a brand new tyre other than P15, who is within the pack in the under the safety car. So it does look like his race is over, as he will have to let people go behind him, meaning he may be lapped by everyone else. As I believe we should be racing at the end of this lap, so race may resume lap 17, but we will have to wait for confirmation. The 2 Red Bulls, 3 and 4, as Tame now retires from the session. I mean, we've only got 14 runners now. That is unfortunate for Tim. He was running a very nice high during at P5 before the safety car. As now everybody has now caught up to the safety car. Well, what's happened here? Tono's had a spin under the safety car, moving down from P3, I believe, to P13, and the safety car comes in for a second time this race. So we'll have a second safety car restart, and for the second time, the other car will be leading the cars. when will he decide to go? As someone comes into the pits, Gaga comes into the pits. That's very unfortunate for both Red Bulls here. Lovercar keeps P1. As we will have no DRS for 2 laps after the safety car. Teixeira and Tezabai fighting for P4 here with position switching, as Tezabai I believe does get round. Turn 8 now, come round. As the car exits turn 10. And we've got another yellow flag. I believe Tono again. But he's up into the points for, again. Tyrine's up into P8 now. After having not the best of start around Australia. PRT moves up to P9 now. As the Ferrari swap positions. I believe PRT is now on a charge to try and move himself back up the field after that spin under the safety car. The second Red Bull, Gaga, is down in P3 after having to pit at the end of the safety car, losing a load of time. PRT now having a 2.5 second gap to bot in P2, so he's looking very comfortable again. As Tono earlier made a move on Tyrone, moving us up to P8. Now with 2 seconds to Diego, who's behind his teammate. I believe they may want to work together now and try not to battle to catch up to Teixeira in P5. But Tono's gained loads of time through that middle sector, getting 5 tenths. As DRS is now enabled after 2 laps, after it being 2 laps after the safety car came in. So DRS is now back enabled, meaning people can now overtake, as the Mercedes are deciding to fight, I believe, as Diego is on the softer of the 2 compounds, so will be faster. And Teixeira and Tizaboy are still battling for P4. Has Teixeira made it this time, or has Tezaboy still kept position? Tono now only at 1/10 makes some move down the inside of Roman, moving himself up to P7. Now has DRS on the Mercedes in front, who maybe is sitting duck with no DRS. Makes a move down the inside, very comfortable now, up to P6. Now has 3 seconds to the car in front. Can he perhaps catch up to the Haas in P5? As we have a yellow flag for, I believe, the Ferrari of Troll, who has perhaps had a spin. As Gaga makes a move on Imposter, who is a ghost car now. Lovercar now's got 4 seconds in front, looking very comfortable. with 10 laps remaining. Tono's now caught up 6 seconds from the start of sector 3 on the last lap to the basically end of sector 1. As Tezabay now has DRS on Texiera. Not close enough for a move though, as Trolling's close enough on UG for a move. Does he make the move? I think he makes the move count. Doesn't have DRS though, and has very little ARS, so maybe be overtaken. No, he's not. He keeps P10. As Tezabay is now behind Texiera, sorry. Just outside the 1 second mark, but has DRS because he was within 1 second at the detection zone. Tono now catching up quite fast through these laps, looking like he is the faster out of the 3. Gaga makes a move again, as these two are still battling for that 10th position. Gaga on the faster tyres and has done the least laps on his tyres on the fresher and the softer compound. Priati now within a second, and Tez is falling out of the DRS now. It's now 4 times splitting P5 and P6, now down to 3 tenths. Not close enough for a move, as Tezabay has started to harvest at the end of that straight. We'll use ERS down into harvest mode, so we'll not be using as much, as PRT may just easily guide past Tezabay, who was harvesting and was just again a sitting duck. Now Tono 1.3 seconds behind Texiera, who is slowly catching Luke, who is in the final podium position, but he's on the hards. As Bot gets another penalty, and now has 11 seconds of penalties, which may move him down to P5, I believe. So at the moment Luke is a net P2. I believe Tezabay is a net P3 after penalties. As Lovercar now gets 3 seconds, and Troll gets another 3 seconds, so he's now on 6 seconds. All Lovercar has to do is stay 3 seconds in front of Luke, which he is, I believe, 10.6 seconds in front. As we move on to lap, as we have finished 23 laps with, I believe, 7 laps to go. As the battle for forward does carry on, as Tezabay is losing time to Tono, so Tono may need to get past Texiera to have a chance to not lose his position behind and have P3, I believe. He needs to gain 4 attempts to be in net P3. As Diego gets another 3 seconds, moving into 6 seconds, meaning Remin is, I believe, a net P7. Terrain looking to be out of the points at the moment, as he did pit for softs, but if he can catch 6 seconds within these final 6 to 7 laps, he could maybe scrape 1 point for McLaren, who only have one driver remaining. Gaga now gets 3 seconds, he's now up to 9, who looks to be P10. Texera may be close enough on Luke here to try and take P3 on track, but may not take a P3 at the end due to penalties, unless Luke does get a penalty. He's now 4 tenths behind. Does have DRS. But PRT looking very comfortable out here now. Still 80% of his battery and 8 seconds in front as we move on to the final 5 laps now. Lovica's extended his lead to 10 seconds now, as does a virtual safety car, as Diego now pits for the soft compound of tyres for the final few laps. Doesn't lose as much time as it's under the safety car, as I believe Rageberger comes in for, I'm not sure, as he changes his wing as well for mediums, I believe, but DRS is now labelled as the virtual safety car has ended. As the battle for P3 now is 3 cars big, with 2 of them having penalties. Both Texera and Anton having 3 seconds. Tezza Boys has now out of the 3 second range, so we'll only gain time, I believe, only gain a position from Bot, who's got 11 seconds, but could have the time penalty taken off, as we got yellow flags in the sector 3 as they're now cleared up, which was Gaga, who is in P8, as Diego's on the faster compound tyre now and fresher, looking to overtake. Not close enough for the DRS yet. As the battle for P3 still continues, Luke still holding on for P3 on track, and looks like he may keep it, not trying to do the commentator's curse, but may keep it at the end due to the penalties. You'll see Diego's moved up 9 places within the race. Three seconds now with DRS. Is he close enough to make a move? He's just using solution, turn the ERS off, goes to the inside, is now comfortably ahead into the braking zone, and does take P3 on track but has penalties. As Diego's now made up his move on Gaga, and there is yellow flags. Oh, I do think the commentator's curse has come into play as Luke has had a spin. Gaga makes his move back up into P8, but does have more penalties, so I believe will be P9 at the end of it. And Luke was running in a very comfortable P3, but has now got a penalty as well. So a very good race that comes down to the final 2 laps. That's in the final 3 laps has gone the wrong way for him. Doesn't look to have damage, so can carry on for the final 2 laps. I believe Texiera was involved, perhaps, as Tunnel now has a 4-second gap to him. Tunnel looking like he's got a comfortable a net P2, I believe. We check penalties again. Yep, a net P2. Texiera in a net P4. Tezza net P. No, I believe he's still P5, but I could be wrong. Any last ditch moves that may happen. Luke is close to Tezza. Looks for the move, isn't close enough though, so we'll just tuck behind him. Diego and Gaga still battling. Gaga makes the move, but I don't think it will matter anyway due to penalties, like I have previously said. But he's still giving it a fight. Luke may be close enough now for a move. As they're coming side by side, I believe he's in front, but Tezabai breaks later. Tries to get the switchback, doesn't, tries again with the switchback, makes it work again, a double switchback by Luke. An unbelievable move there, a double switchback. Tezabai comes back now, as we are into the final lap of the race. And there's still battles going on. But I do not think it will matter, as Luke does have a penalty. So we move now to Tono, who's coming around the final 2 corners. Round turn 15, round turn 16 for the last time. And will cross the line for P1 again. So Alpine winning again. A second win for Lovercar. Bot comes home. He does have penalties. Let's see where it puts him. Tono comes home with P2. Tezabai is going to come home. Is he going to get P3? No, so Bot does end up having P3 and does stay on the podium. Remington comes round turn 16 there, crosses the line for P7. Gaga and Diego now very close. Diego takes P8 from penalties. Gaga takes P9. It's now a battle for P10 between Tyrrell and Troll. McLaren versus Ferrari. Have penalties saved? Yep, I believe Tyrrell is safe, has less penalties and is in front. So Tyrrell takes the final points position, and the final person to cross the line is the Ferrari. So a GG to all of the racers there. Some were unlucky and did indeed unfortunately couldn't finish the race with a DNF, as Tunnel steps up onto the top podium for P1. Sorry, Lovercar steps on the podium for P1. Tunnel takes P2 and Bot takes P3. Valuable points for Alpine after only having one racer in it. Fastest lap is Lovercar, so we'll take 26 points away from round 2. Tunnel takes P2 with 18 points. Bot takes P3 for 15 points. P4 is 12 points, P5 10 points, P6 8 points, P7 P6 8 points, P7 6 points, P8 4 points, P9 2 points, and P10 1 point. And the rest gain 0. Teixeira takes P4 for Haas, Luke P5, Rebin P6, Tesla 7, Diego 8, Gaga 9, and Tyrrell 10th. So that rounds off round 2 of Rookie Racing League Division 1, with round 3 coming next Sunday at the same time. As I believe we may have interviews coming. As you bear with me whilst I try and sort it out. So I believe we will be having interviews for the top 3. So I will set them up. Bear with me, as you will already be able to hear. Hello. So we are here with our third place podium, but first of all, P3 is a good finish. How do you feel about getting off to a good start for... Pardon? Okay. Went a bit, yeah, just went a bit deep, but still sticked out for P2 for most of the race. So the second one, well done on the race. What do you think gave you the edge against the others? What do you think gave you the edge against the people who you finished in front of? Yep. 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 So just pretty unlucky. Was today's race a confidence booster, and how will you keep the momentum going for the later races? Yep. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, just stick yourself in for a few. Final question. I think you've already answered it, but if you do race again, who do you think is your rival? Yep. 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 Well, thanks for your time, and congratulations on P3. As I wait to begin as now we wait for another car to join. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait, guys. Hello, hiya, congratulations on the win. First of all, P1 obviously the best you can get, as well as fastest lap, so it's 26 points. It's a great finish. How do you feel about it, and is it boosted any confidence or anything? Yep. Second, again, well done on today's race. What do you think gave you like the edge and gave you, I don't know, made you faster against the others? Because obviously you was pulling a second a lap, sometimes even more to certain people. Yep. 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 Third question is, how are you going to keep the momentum from this race and even the last race going through the whole season? Yep. Yep. Well, final question. Obviously, you seem to be running away with the competition no matter what driver you come against, but who do you think will be your closest rival for this season? Yep. Yeah. Again, thank you for your time. A great race from you. And that concludes the interviews and the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in.